Hanging at Helena's. Oh, yeah. Welcome back to Hanging at Helena's. I'm one of your hosts, Piper.
And I'm your other host, Aubrey.
And I'm your moderator, Mr. McGeady.
Today we have our first special guest. That special guest is our very own principal, Miss Britt.
Hello, Miss Britt. Welcome to the show. We're so excited to have you here today.
Thank you so much for having me on the podcast. This is so exciting. I've really enjoyed listening to your other shows.
So, Miss Britt, how long have you been a part of the family here at St. Helena's?
Well, I was a student at St. Helena's School for 8 years, and then I taught first grade for 32 years. This is my third year as principal, so 43 years total, a lot of time.
That is so cool. You must really like it here. Knowing all of that, our next question we have for you is, how has St. Helena's changed over the years since you have been here?
I do love St. Helena. I think the biggest change is the fact we have 2 of each grade, and we have a preschool. Also, the middle hallway used to be where the church was when I was younger and when I first started teaching. And also, very nicely, we have a gym now. I didn't have that when I was younger.
Speaking again on that subject, which of those changes do you think has affected you the most?
I think the amount of children we have. When I first started teaching at St. Helena, it was very small. I realized the importance of the continuous growth of the school.
Adding on to Aubrey's question, what is your favorite thing about being a principal, and what do you miss about being a first grade teacher?
I really like being a principal because in some ways I feel like I'm still teaching. As a principal, though, I'm also making sure St. Helena's School is successful.
Moving on to something a little Christmassy, the Christmas show is coming up.
Yes, and as most of us know, Miss Britt is a huge fan of Charlie Brown and the show Peanuts.
Yes, and this year the theme of the Christmas show is Charlie Brown. How excited are you, Miss Britt? We heard that Snoopy is one of your favorites.
I'm really looking forward to the show this year. It's my favorite. Miss Hansel has been working so hard. I know this 8th grade is going to do a great job.
And something that we just had last week was a Christmas-themed Santa shop. How much did you enjoy the Santa shop, Miss Britt?
Santa Shop is so much fun. This year was phenomenal. It gets better every single year. Our home and school work so hard to make everything perfect for all of you. We're really lucky to have them.
Santa shop is always really fun. We appreciate you helping put all of these fun events together for the students, Miss Britt. Throughout the school year, what would you say is your favorite one?
My favorite activity is the Mayfair. Everyone looks forward to it. It's a great way everyone can be together, and it is also a huge sign that summer vacation is near.
You also let us do so many fun other activities, such as this podcast. So since we have you on here now, we have to thank you for letting us have this podcast.
Yes, thank you very much for letting us create this podcast. It has been so much fun, even though we just started 3 episodes ago.
You are very welcome. I think we really need to thank Mr. McGeady for agreeing to moderate it. You're all doing a great job.
Miss Britt, is there anything else you would like to discuss on today's episode before we wrap up?
Well, I just want to remind everyone about our Christmas dress down day tomorrow so that we can collect toiletries for the sisters at Macaulay Convent. This is a nice way to remember some of the sisters who helped to make St. Helena what it is today.
Well, Miss Britt, thanks again for coming on our show and letting us do this.
Yes, and thank you for being our first guest. We look forward to having many more.
Thank you for having me as your guest. I wish you much success with this podcast.
Now, to finish off this episode, we have a shout out to
7Z. Woo! Thank you guys for listening. Bye.